8:40 a.m. on this Thursday, December 18th, 2025. I'm out here at the feeding grounds. It's quite windy. I did not bring out any peanuts for these guys this morning, which they're probably going to be quite upset with me once they realize there is nothing in the crotch of the tree here. Yeah, searching around, aren't you, buddy? But there's plenty of leftover seed on the ground here. Yeah, we are having a major meltdown. We've had some rain this morning. Whether there is more to come or not, I'm not too sure, but I have to get back out and about in this weather this morning. Of course, to head on down to our local store, pick up on a few things. Yeah, they're going to be quite upset with me, because I did not bring out any peanuts, even though I do have some on hand. Where you at here, buddy? Yeah, hopping around up here. There we are. So I'm still uploading content at this given hour from yesterday's recordings. So it's going to take a great deal of time before this one even comes out. But, you know, really doesn't matter, because I'm not getting a whole heck of a lot of views anymore. And especially likes. But that's alright, you know, because unbeknownst to me until this morning, as I was scrolling through my massive amount of content on this channel, that I came across one video of mine that actually accrued over 1,000 views. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Seriously? Over 1,000 views? And I was, you know, trying to locate a specific video that I wanted to share pertaining to that of the cardinal and yeah, other stuff as well. Oh, there you are, up here. Just barely visible back in here. But we do have a black squirrel right here. So, well, I thought, okay, well, let's go ahead and share this, because it's nothing great, okay? And I think, furthermore, it's like, what, 30-second video or something? Well, I continue to scroll on through my, once again, massive amount of content in order to search for this cardinal video, a TikTok video. And I came across yet another video of mine that has actually accrued over 9,000 views. It's like, whoa, what's going on here? And of course, this is past content, you know, from a year ago, or even longer. I'm not too sure. But over 9,000 views, wow, compared to the typical 5 to maybe 30 views that I get. And that's very sporadic, if you will. So that kind of, wow, took me off guard when I seen that. I still have not found the video that I've been searching for. So at some given point in time, yeah, I'll get to including a link in a description somewhere of some video or another. So I can once again share that video. And Well, of course, it is a video that got a copyright claim, but then I've got quite a few copyright claims throughout the history of this channel, and most generally they have been very nonsensical in nature as to, you know, the reasons as to why, such as like music from a radio off in the background, or even music from the radio as I'm cruising around with another person in their vehicle, or actually using music through an editing app to where, you know, you are to provide all of the information pertaining to that music used within the description box, which I fully complied, and still getting copyright claims. You know, so it's gotten to a point to where it's like, okay, you know what, maybe I should just compile a playlist of all the videos that I've gotten copyright claims over. A playlist of copyright claimed material. So anyways, because I have things to get done and a lot more content to post and get uploaded or whatever, I'm going to go ahead and end this. Let these guys come on up and finish pecking away at all this old bird seed. I'm standing right. Oh, I kind of. Well, nope, it was not me that spooked them. Somebody wanting to get frisky, right, Tiny? Huh? Yeah, swing that ear around. You know I'm talking about you, huh, buddy? Huh? So, anyways, not a whole lot of cats have come up to eat this morning. And because not knowing exactly what the weather is to hold throughout this day, I'm not going to put out a whole lot of food. We got us some nuthatch back here popping around on this tree. And of course, still have a blue jay up here that is waiting. Where are you at, buddy? Yeah, right here. Watching me intently to see if I put out any peanuts. And I know that's what the case at hand is. Yeah. Working its way closer this way. Wanting to come in. Of course, blurring out. And up in here, we got another one that just flew up here. Yeah, they're wanting some peanuts. But once again, I did not bring any out. Well, they're still flocking up, but they can go ahead and come down ground level. And where are we at? Oh, right here. Then get some of this leftover seed as well. Yeah, they're all flying off. Oops! I just got nailed in the face by a falling leaf. Wind's picking up, it's getting even gloomier out here, and we have hidden aircraft activity that is now very audible with its sounds overhead. So that means that at any given point in time now, the rain is going to start coming down. Yep. That's why all the activity with these blue jays, because they're wanting their breakfast before this should begin, and I'm quite certain it's going to start coming down. And I have my running to get done off in our southeastern sky. It does appear as though there's like some type of glow up or clearing, if you will. It's not coming out too good. Anyways, we'll end up here. Nothing great of a morning recording of this, I know. Once again, it is so miserable out here with the wetness and the ice and all that the cats are attempting to, you know, stay off the ground as much as possible. Snow is one thing, but wet, slushy, icy conditions, no. Alright, go ahead. It's alright. Go ahead, Skunky. Okay, so once again, we're going to end this. Oh, we got Squirrel. Well, always going to end it, but we got, looks like Blackjack that's wanting to come over as well now. Good morning, Blackjack. I didn't bring nothing out here, buddy. Man, now I'm starting to feel a little bit guilty. My new friend, and I did not bring out any peanuts. Did I? Huh? I didn't bring out any peanuts. Right up over my head. Alright, Blackjack? Yeah, headed on over. You know, no, that's, I don't even think that, no, that's not, I don't know. I don't know if that's actually Blackjack or not. Oh, it could be. Or it could just be one of these young black squirrels, I'm not sure. Regardless, came right up close. Oh. What are we doing? Tearing apart some bark here. We're ripping up some bark. Oh, going down behind. What you doing up there? And off. Yeah, it's Blackjack. Yeah. See him twitch his tail? An acknowledgement of the name, possibly? I don't know though. Once again, man, it just seems so small. Yeah, that's one of our little ones. That's not Blackjack. Yeah, that's one of the little ones, I do believe. Okay, so anyway, we'll let this little one. Well, I'm not sure what time it is. Somewhere between 9:30, 10 o'clock. Yeah, I'm walking down to the store. Had to leave my phone behind on the charger because it died on me while I was out there in the woods. So I've had to resort to using this pocket-sized Canon camera. You can see it's raining out here. And well, even though we now have our sidewalks somewhat clear, I still can't walk down the sidewalks because for the most part they're now underwater. Yeah, the wind is blowing. Yeah, my camera's getting wet. And I'm only going to record for a few more minutes, if even that long, as we're walking. Just long enough to basically take in another viewing here of the sky. It'd probably be more or less decent even with the rain if the wind wasn't blowing as it is. Not a real strong wind, but good enough. What we can see back here, There's some sort of a clearing back in here. Okay, but everywhere else, yeah, it is just nasty. Dark enough to where, of course, headlights are needing to be on. And once again, yeah, I'm not walking down the sidewalk. At least not at this given point. So that's what I wanted to show you. Was the clearing that, well, whether that clearing comes this way or not, I have no clue, no idea. But I did want to give a little bit of a follow-up as to the reason behind the abrupt ending. Ooh, nothing but ice here. To my previous recording, and that being, once again, because the battery died. Well, AI is just sucking up all that juice. Uploading times keeps getting longer and longer per video, regardless of how short or long. Oh shit. Yeah, just walked through a slight waterfall coming off of the bank, and we can see that there's quite a few people here at the store. But we've reached our destination. I'm ending this and continue on at some other given point in time. Alrighty, we are back from our little jaunt down to local Dollar General convenience store. Walk back in the rain, as well as, of course, on the way down there. But I'm no worse for wear. Leather jacket might be a little bit. Yeah, got quite wet. But I figured, okay, seeing as how I was forced into recording with this Canon camera and forced to leave the phone on the charger and uploading, might as well go ahead and finish up with this Canon camera. It appears as though we've got Foxy back here in the background, possibly with another squirrel. I believe I'm zoomed in all the way. Yeah, you know, and this camera has about the distancing of zoom as the phone, or the camera within the phone. Oh yeah, even though it's drizzling out here, quite wet. Oh, okay, no, that's I believe that's Rusty back there running around. Okay. I know that I had seen Foxy just before I started recording, but no, that looks like Rusty bouncing around in the snow back here, or should I say slush, because that's basically what we're getting to. And you can see all the bare spots on the ground. Yeah, we could step out here, kind of take a viewing of the sky in the background, and it looks like even this is blurring out something fierce, and I can't do anything about the lighting. Yeah, it is what it is. But there is actually quite a little bit of activity out in the woods. Yeah, we got black squirrel bouncing around back here now. And quite a few birds actually flying about. no action really kicking off back here at the feeding grounds. And thing is they're actually forecasting the possibilities of a thunderstorm at some given point. Whether, well, I think it's supposed to come about later on this day, towards evening. Yeah, I gotta back up. I'm getting hit by too much moisture. But yeah, we're supposed to have thunderstorms, lightning, right? And then tomorrow, well, we drop right back down in temperature. And so all this moisture, more than likely, it's going to freeze up, and you know, and that's just going according to the narratives that I've seen so far. But my guesstimation through those narratives is that, yeah, it's going to get very slick, icy, and dicey out there on the roadways. But we should get this plummet in temperature, and everything should freeze up. But you can see how heavy this is coming down now. I am very thankful that I got back when I did. Look at this. Coming down. Man, I lucked out bigly. This is, yep. I'm glad that I got out there to feed and water. What cats actually came up this morning. More than likely, there's still a lot of food left over that's possibly going to go to waste. But then again, some of these cats actually prefer cat food after it does get quite moist. And we get this little goober. Hi there. Now there's now going down. Now there's one of our regular colored squirrels, if you will, are that of the normal colorations for fox squirrels, if you will. A cute little one. Alright, before I should happen to run out of room on this memory card in the phone, I guess I should go ahead and end this, transfer the file over. Yeah, to my photo gallery on my phone, and at some given point I'll have these compiled together. And once again, I am still uploading content from yesterday, and it is taking forever. This is just pathetic anymore. Ever since the onset of AI, and I know I'm repeating myself once again, but you know, I used to be able to upload a 15 to 20 minute video in 5 minutes or less. And that was just through the typical cell phone internet connection, and not through Wi-Fi or anything else. And now, you know, a 5-minute video for me can literally take an hour or better. You know, it's just ridiculous. And once again, you know, it's getting to the point where my days are numbered as far as my presence, not only on the platform, but the internet overall as a whole. And you know, my digital footprint is large enough on this platform, let alone, you know, yeah, that's why I don't do other social platforms. I stick with this platform, and once I'm done here, I am done, you know. And especially with the type of content that I've come out with over the past years, You know, and with this nonsense over, oh, you can't say this, you can't say that, you know, because of political viewpoints and censorship, and you know, of course, through Donald Trump with this DOJ memo that I showed in my previous content. Oh yeah, you know, I've done a lot of that, if not even more, and so will that end up biting me in the ass in the long run, you know? And everything that I have stated as far as what I was seeing in future tense, yeah, it's all happening, people. Everything that I've been talking about for years. But then, of course, you know, my content doesn't get many views, even though I, you know, came across some a long time ago that for some odd reason over 1,000 views, over 9,000 views. I mean, come on, what is that all about? And it's pathetic, piss poor content, you know. Give me a break, YouTube. So anyways, we're going to end it right here, and yeah, we'll be back at some given point in time back here on this flip side. So if you care to join, please do. You know, it's all free. I'm the only one that's actually, you know, paying hardcore money out of my pocket, and have been for years, to post what I've posted. And it goes virtually nowhere. But of course, I opted not to be monetized because I feel that the message is more of value than monetization. So thank you ever so kindly for watching. Take care. Have yourselves a great one.